Всем привет! С вами граф Апельсин. И сегодня мы продолжаем играть в Tales of Iris. Боже. Ну, в общем, вот в эту прекрасную игру мы продолжаем играть. Погнали дальше. Так, ну что, давайте продолжать дальше. У нас очередная серия начинается с босса.
Sorry for almost blowing me up. Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay. Ray! I never miss.
I'm on.
Lightning orb!
Can't get out of this.
Raging cascade! Go for the weak point. In here. More for the stockpile. Lightning! Steel force! More where that came from. Annihilation! Heavy! Flame of fury!
Eat this! Demon Fang!
Steel force!
Blow away!
Dance in the wind!
It's over!
Air thrustling!
Swallow blade! Eat
Photon
this!
flash!
Take this! Swallow blade!
Searing
Glimmer
flame!
Flash!
Reload!
Just getting
It's
started!
I'm all stuffed up!
Так,
Annihilation! Lightning! Death!
ну он в стане стоит, блин.
Watch it! Now you see what I can do! Here I come! Slice! Swallow blade! Eat
None
this!
shall escape
No
our
escape!
storm!
Slice!
Hit!
Так, приемы. Hello.
Take it!
Not a chance!
Ray!
Slice! Swallow blade! I'm not
Here's a
done!
healing art!
Slice! Take this! Talon Hurricane!
Air thrust!
In a bind? Eagle
None
Fire!
shall escape
You're
my
going
grasp!
down! Alright, I'll finish you here! Now! Talon Hurricane!
Ну и чё он не похилился-то, блин?
Over! You picked the wrong fight!
Not on my watch!
Take this! You're finished! I'll run you through!
We have
Come on!
energy! Dance in the
finished!
wind!
Slice!
Air thrust!
Swallow
Cover the
blade!
caster!
Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
I'll heal you all!
Давай, хиль меня.
Run you through!
Thank you! A freezing storm!
Big blast! Lost my focus!
Lightning orb! Raging cascade!
That's freaking good! I really owe you one!
I'll be saving this one!
Eagle
Fly!
Fly!
Air thrust!
Talon Hurricane! This should do it! Swallow blade! I'm not done! This one's
Do it
over!
now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
None shall
Take
escape
this!
my shadow!
Eat dirt! Take this! Eagle Fly! Talon Storm! Something's different from before.
It's about to come at us! Look sharp! Here's a healing art!
Shattering to pieces! Attack time! Here I come!
More with that came
It's
from.
over!
Raging cascade!
I'm on it!
Mega
Watch
ray!
it!
Ай-яй-яй, ай-яй-яй, ай-яй-яй.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Mega ray! Light astral energy!
А, еще заблокировано. Давай хиль, блин.
Raging cascade!
Talon Hurricane! Tail's a problem. Then let's focus there first. Stop!
This one's mine! Hit! Lightning condemned!
Eat this! Ignite!
Так,
Talon Storm! This should do it!
Hit that!
Here I come!
Hurricane!
Swallow blade!
Great
Demon
Here's
Fang!
the evil!
I'm on a roll
You're
now!
finished! Pile.
Demon Fang!
Photon flash!
Prepare to be seized!
Will this help?
I'm on
Ready to go!
Rip and tear! Far enough! Demon Fang!
A freezing
Talon
storm!
Hurricane! Eagle! Lost my
Tornado! Lightning condemned!
Demon Fang!
Freezing storm!
Armor won't save you!
Ice tornado! Dance
Try
in the
harder!
wind!
My turn! Here I come!
Air thrust! Here's a healing art! Light astral energy!
Struck! Talon Hurricane!
Freezing storm!
Blade! Rip and tear! Demon Pit Dog! Death! Demon Fang! Burn in hell! Swallow Blade! Here I come! Slice! Swallow
Sleep now.
Blade!
Healing
It's
circle.
over!
I'll be saving this one!
My turn! I'm not done!
Got you!
I really
Raise
owe you one!
Lancer! Ready!
Glimmer Dragon! No escape!
Here goes!
I'm on a roll now! You're
It's
finished!
mine!
You're finished!
I'm on in a bind! Raging
Swallow
cascade!
Blazing in armor is all mine! I'll smash you!
Nothing gets by me! Air
bang!
Heal you all. Wind
Now
after
we'll
wind.
win! Shouldn't have messed with me! Eat this!
Healing circle.
You're mine!
I'll be saving this one.
Slash! Demon
Power
Tank!
Here's
This
your
weapon
I'll heal you all.
You're mine! It's over!
Healing circle. Hey,
Давай уже, умирай, блин. Потому что с этой командой драться наверняка.
Here I come! Swallow dance! Take this!
Do it!
Chill!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Is everyone all right?
Yeah, but Almadria got away. Rinwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Almadria's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Danans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balseth and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almadria makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this, once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almadria, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almadria's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almadria has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shion. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almadria without me. I need to be there. Please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live. Without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Bayfon, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there, a floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing. But now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go.
Угу, 1000 дали аж. Неплохо. Так, надо посмотреть, что качать. Упрощение перехода на сверхсилу для члена команды. Пускай будет это. При удлинении посоха. Давай вот это. Нигде не получится закрыть, да? Что-то вообще плохо как-то. При скрытности. Кого-то она скрытностью занимается, блин. При комбо. Давай вот это вот. Чтобы она заклинания могла чаще читать свои. Может, хилить начнет чаще. Давай вот это. А, не хватает еще она. Ладно, хватает здесь зато. Тогда вот это возьмем. Не, мне все-таки надо будет поделать потом эти вторичные квесты. Так, Альфред, надо его покормить. Мне бы еще пополнить запасы свои. Да вообще отдохнуть бы стоило бы, на самом деле.
I still can't believe what that Almeidrea did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah, there's no way she's getting away with this.
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah. My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almeidrea who did it.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Danon mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Danon?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy. I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Короче, между ними романтика. Тут, короче, у нас... как минимум, этот Лоу и Ренвал, вот это вот, и и знаете, вот этот чувак, и вот эти вот двое у нас. Так, получается, здесь я уже побывал. Да, наверное, я вот сюда вернусь сейчас. Пойду схожу в таверну, мне все-таки надо пополнить запасы. Она находится, я понял, где, в принципе, наверное. Там, где мы в шахту не могли спуститься. Мне нужны запасы. Это вот сюда вот. Потому что мы прям хорошо потратились тут. Да, ё-моё. Да нет, тут вверх. Вот так, отлично. Все должно быть... Ага, вот кольчуга можно поменять. Купить и использовать, да... Отлично, а может быть после босса я еще могу какое-нибудь оружие сделать? Давайте посмотрим. Да, могу есть. Сделать книжку. Отлично. Ну, у нее максимальный щит. Так, теперь давай спать, отдыхать. Мне, наверное, что-то на... Темная метка. Без понятия, что это такое. УЗ. Усиление защиты среднее. Давай защиту усилим. Так, продолжительность ниже. Нет, эффекты. Давай вот это вот Алфен будет готовить. Так, на 22 минуты, в принципе, хорошо. Ну, тут они не разговаривают. Разговаривают они только, когда они находятся на улице. Так, хорошо. Отсюда мы уходим. Получается, нам надо вот сюда вот. Ну да, это вот место. А я сюда зайти. Это вот сюда вот можно переместить. Окей, погнали сразу. Хорошо, что я сразу себе все. Да, вверх, погнали. Нихера тут кораблик. Ну, не такой уж большой, на самом деле.
I only see Danins. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria.
Ну, хотя... Это, ну, я бы не сказал, что это крепость прям. Так, сейчас. Так, это у нас все получается. Вот только здесь вот проход как раз.
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much. Damn! So we missed her! You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be.
А, это не ее корабль уплыл.
Whoa there! You been out on the... You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your...
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set, and we'll set sail.
Погнали. Поднять паруса. Какие нахер паруса здесь? Он на каком дизеле работает, блядь. Поднять паруса. Хотя вот у нее может быть тогда и город, в принципе. Потому что вон там вот большая гавань какая-то.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good...
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then, you're all free to do whatever. Just...
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadime. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But...
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well... I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Xion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Я. Просто я. Ну, давай эшелон.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Xion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renaissance, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Зафрендил. Ну, они, конечно, оба такие, как бы, не могут, как бы... Она вроде бы попыталась там взяться за руки, это... Да. Но они оба милашки стеснительные. Так, дальше. Давайте дальше с ней.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective, from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renins and Danins do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Так она тоже с этим тоже хорошо ладит. Вот с этим вот.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danins?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renin rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danin versus Renin. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
Так, сейчас, секундочку. Вот этот диалог сделать еще нужно. Вот этот. С ним еще рано говорить.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like, I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Так, ну, дальше будет наверняка, сейчас уже мы догоним этот чертов корабль. И наверняка там будет очень много всяких действий. Поэтому я, наверное, сейчас пока что прервусь здесь, да. И продолжим уже в следующей серии. Поэтому пока что на этом все. Если вам это понравилось, поставьте палец вверх. Подпишитесь на канал. Ну и, конечно же, не забывайте оставлять свои крутецкие комментарии. А на этом с вами прощаюсь. Всем огромное спасибо и всем пока-пока.